business days, 3 business days to respawn, and it's 0. Let's go. So shut up. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Oh yeah, I forgot I get, like, jump scared by a guitar. That's right.
Shush. Shush.
No, more.
Shush.
Ah.
More.
Alright.
What?
What should we... Honey, did we talk to everybody?
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Hi, Reggie.
Hi, Bun Bun. I'm trying to see if I talked to everybody already. I'm not freaking out about it like Cause, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? This rotten school trip's gonna end, right? We can finally go back home! Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think it'll happen? Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends. What do you mean, something? He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that? I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. Well, the camera is really weird in here.
God forbid someone to be anxious about serious problems. Right?
Yeah, God forbid.
Veggie, why are you so quiet?
Oh, sorry.
Veggie,
I was just checking my computer.
I was just checking my computer. Dum, aren't you on computer right now?
Well, I'm not used to my new SSD, honey.
I was just checking my computer.
Exactly, cutie, hun.
No, exactly, cutie, hun. It was like, I am checking my phone when you're on your phone. I'm checking my computer while playing on computer.
Yeah, darling.
No, darling, it doesn't make sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense?
It doesn't make sense. How do you check something you're on currently?
Task manager.
Baby, shut up. No one asked.
Oh,
Huh? Why?
I don't know. I'm trying to do that funny noise that Monomi makes.
Oh.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Hello, honey.
Tommy.
What?
We're so based.
Yeah, as usual.
Right, I'm like, oh, I love that noise. Monomi does. I say, how, and then she says, I love Bon. Tommy. Tommy, what kind of logic is that? I don't get it.
Well, because Bun's the one actually making the noise.
You know, I'm very accurate to my voice acting.
Yeah.
I'm not doing personal like Veggie is.
Personal?
Yeah.
What does Bun mean?
Veggie doesn't actually read all Monokuma dialogues.
But I do.
No, Veggie. No, you don't. You make up some new lines every single time.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite bits.
Yeah, that's my least favorite bits.
Oh, I'm sad you don't like it.
Yeah, it's too long and unfunny.
Sorry.
Veggie, say something funny.
I like when Baby Bee sits on Honey's cushion.
What's so funny?
I like when Baby Bee keeps sitting on Honey's table and gets in the way.
Not funny. Despicable behavior. And it doesn't forbidden in my house. And why is that funny now?
I think it's funny.
Why?
Because he doesn't know what she's doing. He's just sitting there. He's like, okay, I'm asleep.
Or maybe she knows damn well what she's doing. Come on. She does that on purpose. I am about to play. I'm really I'm gonna jump on the disc and play. So I'm gonna block your entire screen. No more playing for you. That's literally what she does.
Yeah, very funny.
And she eats my plants. You think she doesn't know she's eating my plants?
Well, I don't approve of that.
Tommy,
The plant,
you shouldn't approve.
Bun Bun deserves to keep her plants.
Veggie, she doesn't. She's not meant to be allowed to do any of this that I give you.
Okay, well, we love Baby Big either way.
We love Baby P.
Yeah.
It matters for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. It looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time.
What doesn't matter?
The time. Look like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the molecular file. The time of death was noon sharp.
If it was at noon, what were we doing at the time?
What are we doing? Well, right now
It's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function.
Did that mean Nagito died 30 minutes ago? Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill.
Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it.
If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs?
You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer.
I thought everybody had an alibi, though.
That's the problem. But this could be like when Nakamura died. The killer could be also using kind of automatic setup.
Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
Like whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Huh? Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's why we all split up to search for the bombs.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Alright, and what does Honey have to say? Honey looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yeah, about that sprinkler.
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activate to put out the fire.
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There. Can you see that red streak?
Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. Looks like a small pink line on the ceiling girder.
Is that blood?
Blood? The color definitely doesn't look like blood, and there's no way blood could get up there, right?
Honey, it said definitely looks, not definitely doesn't.
I know, because it's not blood, it's paint.
It's blood, Thomas.
Okay, I'll play along.
Veggie, hello.
Honey, hello, kitty.
No, you suck. 0 out of 10. Veggie just can't read.
Plus, it's in a straight line.
That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder. Well, what about the body? I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times where we were only to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him's gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now's not a good time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye.
Nice close-up.
Feet!
Nice close-up.
Yeah, it's not the greatest thing to stare at. Both of Nagito's...
I like it.
What, you like seeing him getting impaled?
Yes.
Wow, so much for Honey being afraid of blood. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up.
What do you mean?
Wifey, I know you don't
What do
like
you
blood.
mean?
Why are you, you know, excited about this?
Because it's funny.
Really?
Enjoyable. Yes.
I don't see how it's enjoyable, Honey.
It is enjoyable.
Each rope's tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't be able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Maybe to limit him from running away. Genius.
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for some reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him?
Why is he so stupid? That actually sounds like Veggie. Like, did Veggie not think of that as torture or something?
I mean, it definitely looks like torture. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess?
That's why that is fitting for him.
Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Because it makes sense. He likes to suffer.
Wouldn't be the first time Nagito got tied up. Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have had a deep grudge towards Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I could totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they had a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? I don't know. I have no clue who the killer is yet. Torture wounds have been added. Alright, what about
this picture?
spear? Oh, is that what it is? Hello?
Hello? Wait, what? Isn't that a spear? What do you think it is, huh?
I mean, I don't know. It just kind of looked like a pole or something.
Dumbass, no, it doesn't.
A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply in Nagito's stomach.
There's no around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. Use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy, and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right?
You definitely just came up with that now.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where'd that spear come from?
I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What? Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice, damn you all to hell.
Hey, don't say that about the fat sand rat, Monokuma.
I agree, because he is about mouse and he deserves that kind of comment.
No. I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle.
Veggie, hello.
Hello. Don't be mean. Don't mean to the fat sand rat, honey.
Okay, fat sand rat, no, but you, yes.
Or the chinchillas.
Okay, chinchilla, no, but veggie, yes.
Why veggie? So mean.
Haha, give me one reason.
Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation.
Veggie.
What?
Veggie, give me one reason.
I'm fluffy, like a chinchilla.
Oh my goodness. Okay, do you make cute noises like a chinchilla?
Yeah.
I wanna send you a bit of chinchilla making cute noise.
Sure, I don't even know what they sound like.
Really? No?
No, I don't. I only know what mice sound like.
Do you know how guinea pigs sound like?
Nope.
Oh.
I don't know what rabbits sound like either.
Oh, rabbits are pretty noisy.
The sphere definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. Aw, yay.
Cute.
But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the core doesn't have blood on it. Well, that's probably where they were holding it, then. And Honey mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. I wonder what Nezumi means.
Hello.
Hello, Honey. Do you know?
Maybe.
Okay, then what does it mean?
Yeah. I know, but yeah, I have to double check.
Okay. Spear of Gungnir added. Face.
But I heard it before.
He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth's covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help? Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splatter all over doesn't help it either. It's a good thing his mouth covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him.
Akane, sorry, excuse me.
Honey moved past Kazumi and squatted down next to Nagito's face. Ah! And
Oh,
one
I
swift
know.
movement, she ripped the
I
duct tape off
know.
his mouth. What?
I know.
What's up, love?
Now I know why I know.
Yeah?
I knew it. I knew it was an animal.
Oh, it's an
Yes, one
animal.
animal.
Is
Yeah,
it a mouse?
Yes.
So it's Mouse Castle?
Nezumi Castle.
Oh, that's where Veggie
Nezumi
lives.
Castle. No, wrong. Veggie lives in the clown circus house.
Well, my house is in the circus land. My castle is in the circus, honey.
My castle is in the circus. Come on, Veggie.
Yeah.
Veggie, you stupid.
What?
Can't even pronounce it right. It's Nezumi Castle.
Yeah, Nezumi Castle. That's where my house is.
Nezumi.
Nezumi.
Ball.
What?
Ball. Hee hee.
Okay.
Veggie.
What?
Veggie.
Hey, what are you doing?
Veggie, why didn't you know?
Aw, I didn't know, honey. But thank you for telling me.
But I knew.
Smart.
See? See? I knew. What are you
Good.
gonna do about that?
Good job, hon.
I know. What are you gonna do?
A smart cookie.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Mwah. Good job.
Well, thank you. It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Well, might be a little too late by that point. I think Monokuma's just gonna put the body back in the repository or whatever what was that place called? The morgue?
The morgue.
Yeah, he's just gonna put the body back in the morgue.
In the fridge.
In the fridge, yeah. Putting the date bag on isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed.
The blood on Nagito's face. Looks like he must have came from a slice up on his left arm. If that's the case.
It's no use, she's not listening.
Hey, I brought a blood splatter up his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
What's wrong with that?
The duct tape has crinkles. It was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably just barely moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously, what's wrong with that? Jeez, Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds on his body. Was that was probably like before they started putting the... Like, they probably tied him up, put the duct tape on, and then they started doing the wounds.
Yeah.
Which,
What's the point?
I mean, that seems like, you know, common sense, probably. So he tried to shout,
Yeah.
which caused the duct tape to get stuck into his mouth a bit. What's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, this might be some kind of clue, too. I should remember it. Oh, duct tape's been added.
Nice. I like this picture.
Burnt rope.
I
Good,
like this
good picture. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope. Wow.
Veggie,
Yeah,
like this picture.
I know, I hear you. It looks like the tip of the rope burned off.
You like the picture too?
Yeah, nice picture, honey. Could this be a result
I
of the
know.
fire? But that's weird. if the rope's burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Not sure. Probably some time thing. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. That's probably, in my opinion, that's probably the most painful looking part, is the fucking knife in his hand.
No.
No?
I think it's the freaking spear.
Well, the spear is also painful, but the knife is also pretty painful.
No, it's not.
Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel?
You know what? I'm only just wondering how damn sharp is a knife. Like, you need to have a really sharp knife to cut through someone's body. I'm being serious though.
Yeah.
I might get one from the military base and use it on veggies.
Well, just be careful you don't cry, honey.
What do you mean don't cry, honey?
Well, 'cause you cry when you cut onions.
I don't actually. But I'm gonna stab you and I won't cry.
Well,
What do
you're
you
very
think?
strong, bun.
What do you think?
Well, strong bun, not crying over cutting onion.
But I'm talking about you, not actual onion.
But I am an actual onion.
You're not.
Well, I'm sad.
Haha, I'm gonna stab you. What's gonna happen?
Huggy, no stab.
Huggy, yes, stab.
Okay, do as you like.
Oh. Can I only keep hugging you?
Yeah, you can.
So no stab?
Yeah, no stab, huggy.
I'm not gonna stab you, dummy. Isn't that obvious?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I wouldn't hurt us, so
Good, hun.
yeah, good veggie. This knife, it must be from the military base.
Military base? Ah, now you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. Yeah, like Naked Snake.
Also, they use the name knife, yeah, with the wounds probably. So they just, after they're done, they just stab it in his right hand because they were too lazy to freaking throw it out in the room. What?
I don't know.
Why you giggle?
What did they do with the knife?
I said that they just stabbed it because after they're done wounding him, they just stabbed it into his right hand.
They did that after they killed him?
No. Unless I don't know, honestly.
It's either they did it after he was killed, or that was part of the torture.
Part.
Hmm.
Like after they inflicted the wounds, they stabbed his hand. Because they didn't want to throw the knife forward into the room.
That makes sense then.
Yeah. By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by the same knife.
Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's leg and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
Then they finish him up with a spear. How cool.
Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why'd they need to use a spear at all? To make it more complicated, obviously.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
The reason they had to use the spear, huh? I don't know, he probably didn't die from the knife stab. Maybe.
Oh, this.
Left hand? There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand would have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to the other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound, and there's blood everywhere.
There's something strange.
Strange what?
Veggie is strange. Look at the what? What do you think of?
Oh, Veggie's so strange,
Yes, what are you gonna do about that?
Nothing, you cute.
Me too. Okay, you're strange then. Why you keep so?
Happy Veggie.
Why are you happy?
Because I'm a special vegetable, not a strange one.
How are you special?
Because I'm yours.
That's true, hon. I'm happy to have you then.
Yeah, me too.
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from where his right arm was sliced blood. Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm.
Maybe that means his fist was clenched then. Yeah, it definitely cuts off.
Most likely.
Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it was splattered.
Well, that would explain the blood in his palm, but
There's something else that's strange?
he flipped it over and looked at the back of his hand.
Oh,
Here, there is also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger.
that sort of lines up with my clenched fist theory.
Yes, Veggie.
You're right. Why is it only on this part?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's so strange, right? I win.
Yeah, sure, you win.
That's me.
It's so
me.
cute. I love when Honey wins.
I say that as well, like, ha, I win.
But it's definitely
Honey,
strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this?
Hey, calm down. What?
Because it's true. I love when Honey does that.
You
So
like
charming.
that? How is that charming?
Because it's just Bun Bun having fun.
Well, fun.
Bun Bun having fun winning. So cute.
Tell me, I always win. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. You're so good.
Honey, why don't you win? Aren't you always as upset that you lose? Hello, baby.
Can't we both be winners, hon?
No.
Aw.
Ha ha. Baby sucks that much that you won't win ever. Ha ha.
Oh, that's okay. Bun Bun deserves the win anyway.
I know. I always win.
But it's definitely strange. What'd the killer do to make the blood splatter like this?
Veggie.
What?
Veggie.
Honey.
When you gonna win?
Let me win, honey, just once.
Okay. At what?
I don't know.
Okay, huh?
Maybe Mario Kart.
No, thank you. Veggie sucks. Veggie's at 12th place. I don't want to be at 12th place and Veggie being on 11.
No, you can come in second place.
No, I always gain first. You're always last.
Okay, wifey. Guess I'm done with
okay,
the area surrounding Nagito's body.
Hey! Okay, wifey.
Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body.
Hey!
Even I'm surprised at myself.
Hey!
Hey, honey. Wow, honey, you're so clingy today. You want my attention that badly?
No. No.
Does this mean I'm used to it?
No.
My classmate's dead body's right in front of me, and one of my peers is... What?
I'm gonna slap you if you keep on ignoring me.
No slapping, honey.
I will slap you.
Pat pat, no slap.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
Oh, what?
I slapped.
Wow, so strong.
Dummy, I'm gonna actually hit you hard if you can say that like that. Because I am strong.
Yes, you are.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
No
I'm not
hurt.
gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. Honey,
I
why
have
you
to-
ignore me?
Hmm?
Why you ignore me? You're so mean.
I'm not trying to. I wanna, play the game too.
No, why don't you only talk to me?
I love talking to you, though.
Well, then why don't you do that?
Oh, I will.
Okay.
And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. So that's everything with his body then?
Use the blue thing.
Blue thing? Where? Oh,
The
the scanning?
yeah.
Oh. There's a few things here. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? Heh, it's too bizarre. I can't do anything except for laugh. I don't think that's something you should be laughing about.
I'm a laugh like veggie.
Okay.
Ha 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 ha. See,
Pat,
I
pat,
laugh.
pat, pat, pat.
What?
One pat for every laugh, I guess.
Okay, we can. If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial. Then we gotta think over what will happen after.
And Monokuma plushie. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey.
Blood? Dummy.
No response. He's dead, Jim. Peekaboo. Just kidding. I'm not dead.
Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at the factory?
If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you.
You're a stuffed animal too.
Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What are you calling oversized garbage?
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like that to get stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood? Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
I had nothing to do with that.
Huh?
He's probably lying. Susie, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
You seem more pissed than usual these days. Monomi, you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know?
I'll give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I'll definitely take back the seat of your world supremacy from Monokuma.
Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? No, honey. Could the killer have done this? If so,
Hey.
is this Nagito's
Hey.
blood? Hey.
Hey, what do you mean? No, honey.
No, honey.
What do you mean, no, honey?
I'm not an annoyance.
True, you are, and I'm messing.
Yeah, mwah.
What?
I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Monokuma plushie. And the fire grenades. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... Yeah, I needed that reminder. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually all that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Oh, okay. Nothing else to examine? No, I can't examine the debris. Am I missing anything? Lighter. Ah, this is... It's an oil lighter. Oh, those are cool. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. Aw, yay. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here.
Another lighter, someone probably wanted to keep warm. It's a most foolish thought. It's through the cause of the fire. All lighters can continue to burn even after someone's go again.
Well, that's good to know.
So using that, the curtain was set on fire.
Using the oil lighter, huh? You think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting that warehouse on fire.
They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would want to set fire to the crime scene, but... Oil lighter. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just to kill Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying with that rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than the fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside the warehouse first. So, like the Monokuma factory? Oh wait, no, this is still part of the warehouse. MP3 player! This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But
What's
why
the
is this
music?
here?
Remember the music?
Oh. Looks like that weird music was playing from here. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that. But why was the killer playing music from this? I mean, that's probably the best way to, like, notify people that, like, hey, there's something going on here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Monokuma cutouts. There are a lot of tipped-over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back's tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall... They should have been put away.
Probably the dust. And footprints.
No clue.
Anya literally said footprints.
What footprints? I didn't see any.
That's the point. That's why they use it, probably.
Oh.
Maybe we're the ones who made this?
Huh?
Look, the seats over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is...
Oh. That explains a lot, actually.
What, you think that Bonokumas activated the oil lighter?
Yeah, I'm putting in my head, like, what if the Monokumas were set up like a domino, and they got tipped over and they fell onto the lighter or something? That's a pretty big brain. Could it be? Was that it?
And there's something else I've been wondering. These Bonokumas panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line.
Oh, what if that rope from Nagito was connected to the Monokuma panels? Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line's the only one that's neat and orderly.
Isn't this really strange?
Yes, honey, you've said that a few times before. Strange, that means...
Veggie strange.
We can speculate this was done intentionally.
Weirdo.
I know you don't mean that, honey.
I know.
Monokuma
Yeah.
panels. Wait, does everybody have new stuff to say, actually?
I'm missing cutie.
We'll think about that countdown after we live through the class trial. Well, even though I did say I was gonna frickin' kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know?
Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it.
But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire.
But there were a lot a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades. I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy.
Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. Haha. You were thinking about that, huh?
I wasn't thinking about that at all.
Why are you responding, Kaz? I was asking Hajime.
You're screwing with me.
Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kaz, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Yeah, and keep your hands out of your pants too while you're at it. Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that we pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute?
Yes, what is it?
I want to talk to you about what that fake bomb Nagito said in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? Why did you know the bombs were a fake?
Well...
That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why are you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you, and what were you doing during that time? Honey.
Oh no. Do you suspect me? Yes, I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch.
Sonia?
That's me today.
Poor honey.
I'm really sorry, I was panicking. I shall come down and explain to you. I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered vast amounts of bombs there.
Huh?
First I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reason if I announced it to everyone. So I kept saying the whole time.
Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
And as I suspected the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
And because you were searching for them, you were late when we were all gathered?
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs that we were bombs were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs.
How did you find out the bombs at the military base were fake?
Because I intended to use one of them.
What?
Although one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real.
Alright, that's a pretty smart idea.
As I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. However, that plan was an utter failure.
This is a nice CG.
The bomb was not real, it was merely a fireworks display.
Also, I see a hidden Monomi in the corner.
It's not hidden Monomi, she's obvious. God damn it all to hell.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did, and still Monomi as well. She's also picking up the bomb.
Oh.
Those bombs are the same ones that disappeared when me and Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was fake. However, I did think it was true when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby.
Yeah, those are real.
That bomb was real and I could not stop thinking about it.
Yeah, we got a reminder that fucking Kaz ate shit back then.
Yeah. But upon further reflection, I might have been Nagito's plan all along. To show us a real bomb, to make us believe that the bombs he said were real as well.
If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it.
For this, I will explain everything. There should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
You're right, I got it. Well, I don't want to suspect her anywhere. Anyways, I like her. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
You look worried.
Yeah, I am.
At a time like this, maybe this is broadening investigation range.
You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nizumi Castle, where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm gonna understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. That's you, honey.
I'm pretty sure that others have already finished investigating. Hey, you guys! Isn't it about time we leave this place and try to explore its other areas? Too?
In response to Honey, the others gathered around her.
I agree, I was just thinking about proceeding into another area. It seems we had the same idea.
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
We don't have a choice, but there just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we got here.
I guess you're right.
Also, it looks like the clues we found are enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there are any clues in other areas either, we have to give up completely.
I don't really need to say that.
And it's okay if we leave this place.
It's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Well, I mean, might as well go to the factory because that's the closest place. I mean, I am tempted to just go straight to Nagito's room, but let's look around first. Oh, Sonia's here. Honey.
I have never seen so many Monacoos in my life.
Well, Monokuma is exactly someone you'd normally run into.
However, I was staring at all these Monakumas thought occurs to me.
Oh, there's causing shit again.
What do you mean? When there's only earring sounds, that thing.
Hmm?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here.
Huh?
If you hide the bomb inside my glove, she would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? Flushy bomb is an act of terrorism. This has ripped us apart right after so we can confirm it.
Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Either way, this is all gravy.
All gravy? The hell does that mean?
Stop! There's no bomb! You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
You're right.
Well, the first chapter of DR1 would beg to differ.
Veggie, shut up. You're not funny. Then why did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there were all fakes.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, I would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you the truth for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved.
But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon. That's what I was saying.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside of one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it. Wow.
Did I say something I shouldn't have not said?
It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. I got Monokuma's evidence. Alright, what about the basket? Life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket. But it looks like there aren't any clues here. Aw, how sad. Well, how's my pet doing in these trying times? Very good. Well, I have a bunch of Ramune I can give it, so why not, right? I mean, I could just keep feeding it that. Oh wait, wrong thing. Yeah, I'm trying to go down. Okay. I know something good happens if you get the hope meter up.
No.
Well, I think you have to do that before the pet hatches, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. That's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Okay, nothing related to the incident. The truck. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed in this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, nothing particular, okay. The break room? The break room's on the other side of this door. This is where we obtain the fire grenades. Anything inside? Nothing on the floor looks like a clue. Not even the trash. Well, I can't even go back in there.
Veggie, shut up. You're annoying.
No, I'm not trying to be annoying. Oh, what about the laptop?
You're gonna explore on your own. Have fun.
That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop... Yeah, Connie was angry. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means the video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue.
Wasn't that obvious?
Well, yeah, obviously. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Yeah, I get like the ultimate hacker or something to do it. Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah. Mostly just came in there for the Monokuma account. Outside.
Nezumi Castle.
Oh, well, we can go to Nezumi Castle, but I gotta check out the warehouse first. Or not the warehouse, the factory. The military base, yeah. That's the island. We get to see more of Hajime's goofy-ass run. Here we go. Jabberwock Army. Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff's happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Yeah, except for the ultimate soldier. But, never mind. It's that dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Teru Teru. Doesn't have anything to do with the incident. Oh man. Alright. What else can I look at? The truck. When I tried looking through the truck bed, It's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonya was telling the truth. But did Nagito throw the bombs? Did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He says as much in his video message. Yeah, we get to see his smug-ass face again. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. There's another truck. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed in this trunk bed. Ah, found it! What'd you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife? Wait, that's... Isn't it the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Which means the killer obtained the knife here. So the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once. That's everyone, though. Nope, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. What about the tank? If the bombs were fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Oh, come on. Tanks are cool, though. Okay, I think that's everything. Is there only like one piece of evidence per room, then? That's surprising. Thought there'd be more, honestly. I don't really know a quick way to get back to the central island, though, hun. I guess we're just gonna have to walk. Actually, wait, can't I use the map from here? Plushie Factory, Jabberwock Military Base, Monokuma Rock, Hotel Site. Wait, honey, why are you at the hotel? What are you doing there? Nizumi Castle. Here we go. Yeah, let's walk our ass back over to Nizumi Castle. I guess that explains why there's all the mice outside the castle, right, honey? Honey, are you falling asleep again? Don't tell me you're falling asleep on me. Look at that wall of spears. I guess it's obvious where the weapon came from. Well, what can I examine? There's not really that much to examine, actually. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right? Just as I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cords attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it. Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why'd the killer use the spear and the knife? Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing could be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I mean, it's kind of like a morning star, almost, but not really. Actually, is there a name for that? Whip spear? No, I'm just getting Monster Hunter stuff. I don't know if there is a name for that. I don't know. I think the closest thing is a morning star, though. Let me look. Yeah, Morningstar is probably the closest thing I can think of, but that's more of like a chain and a spike than anything. So not really the same thing. I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling I've never felt before. As if Nagito's trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Alright. So I guess we're already on. I thought these areas would take a lot longer, honestly, but I guess not. Well, I guess we can move on over to the cottage then. Yeah, I'm just gonna fast travel at this point. So that we've done those. So I think now we can go to the hotel side, right? Oh, yeah, there it is. Well, let's see if there's anything interesting in there. If I can figure out which one his house is. Oh, Honey and Monokuma are here. Honey, do you want to wake up and do some reading? Okay, I guess not.
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too? I was just listening to Chiaki's request. He wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. Then do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black beans.
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine. Guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right? Now then, va-va-va-loose! See? I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that? Yeah, you're right. Oh, wow. What the hell's going on there? So Nagito was living here. It's kind of awkward to record while Honey's asleep, though. Honey, are you gonna wake up? Wifey, I know you said I was gonna investigate on my own, but I need you back. Honey. Oh, honey, wakey, wakey. Hey, Bun Bun.
Hmm?
Do you want to play a little bit more, Bun Bun?
Up to you, hon.
Okay, I was just trying to get your attention because there's some dialogue for you.
Okay.
What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. Okay, that's you, hun.
I know. Our time for investigate is pointing down. Bookshelf might take some time to investigate too, so we should try examining some other areas first.
Alright, well, what about the treasure box? That's like the most obvious thing. Fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Ah, could this be... Ah.
A treasure box.
Honey, you know about this?
It's really cute.
Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monomi's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means... the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, might be good to see what's inside.
Is it gonna be okay? At least I will be into it.
It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monomi in the first place. I turned back towards the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. I think you should read that.
Huh?
I think you can read that, because that's Monomi, hun.
I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. My phone showed up on page 25. Day 2. We actually have to leave there. I don't think so happened here, so everyone is tired.
What is this, a diary?
Looks like it. Did anyone write these?
Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues in here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16, hun.
We didn't. If somehow for 3 days, everyone's gonna be on edge. Why did we try to go in the final judgment already? Say, he's probably panicking because no one believes him.
Haha, nobody believes him. Huh?
I mean, something happened?
Oh, it's nothing.
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook.
Whoa. From out of nowhere, Monomi suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
Phew. I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, you would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was a thief? But betrayed you. I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Well, he's dead now, so you don't have to worry about what he saw, I guess.
Hey, that notebook is pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right, this is my boy diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey, you're a liar!
Oh, you always show up out of
Oh,
nowhere.
there's Honey's cute noise again.
Reggie, wake up. No one asked.
Monomi, it's not good to lie, you know.
Lie?
There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monomi can't even write.
Huh?
What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can't write the letter B.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands.
Yeah.
See? Bullseye. Because I'm the same way, too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Well, I don't know, Monokuma's a little different. He kind of looks more like he's got, like, oven mitts.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
Hmm? What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. Wow.
Oh, you'll come to regret his words. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second.
I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true?
Huh?
He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
Oh, well, you know, so how should I put it? Excuse me.
Hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. But we did get her notebook. What about the bookshelf? There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuff onto the shelf.
It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff. Let's just leave it for later.
Yeah, I agree. Also, honey, I did notice. Yeah, Monokuma. I got money.
Bet you're stupid.
Aw, what's wrong, love?
Nothing.
Okay, pat.
Mm.
There's a refrigerator. That's where Nagito's body is. No, just kidding.
Nice. My cousin doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Nagito probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
If I talked with Honey, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle.
For someone who likes cold drinks, doesn't look like he's drunk very much. But that bottle is certainly is a drink, right?
Yeah, the bottle that says Monokuma Special Poison definitely isn't a drink. Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. That's not what the label says, though. Hey, this is...
Yeah, it looks like it's poison.
poison?
Maybe there's a warning label on the label. But let's examine it in a little more detail.
What does it say, like, you keep cold or something?
But be careful with the bottle, don't drop it.
Stop it, if you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically
Yeah.
for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight.
This sure look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. Refrigerator must be here to keep the poisons secure.
But where did Nagito get something like this? Probably from the Octagon again.
That question could apply to the bomb we used at this Saltos too.
Applied to the bomb.
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items.
The Octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial.
He was hiding a bomb and poison during the glass trial?
Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it scares me.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. What about this poison?
Huh?
Looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? Wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet?
Another trap?
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using his poison before he died. It actually exists. If you're real bad, it could potentially kill everyone on this island.
Everyone on the island? What the hell? Maybe he was trying to make a poison bomb or something.
But you're not funny either.
Well, no, that's a serious suggestion.
Yeah, you're stupid. Good to know.
Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you died? I don't know, we got the poison. Alright. Bed. It's the bed that comes with the cottage. Looks like just the one in my room, but...
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things.
yeah, like porn. Well,
Yeah,
we
that's
should
something
still
Reggie
check
would
something.
hide. Reggie would hide something like that.
And not the porn addicts?
Like, aren't you one?
No.
Okay, what kind of addict are you?
Bun Bun and Bee addict. The correct
Valid.
answer.
Valid. Then where you hide us?
Well, Bun Bun has to sleep in bed, and I sleep on the floor.
Very good. That's how it should be.
Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations, without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... There's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. Looks like there's something inside. What is this? Gas mask?
Looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. Isn't it obvious? Why do I have to say it? They look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base?
A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Well, probably for avoiding the poison, I guess.
Yep. Hajime, is there anything else under your bed?
Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and... there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum?
thin piece of aluminum, huh? Similar to those here that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does this mean it's just a piece of trash?
Who knows?
Might be too soon to decide that. Yeah, I got the piece of blue paper. Alright, well, what else is there in here? I don't know, does Honey have anything else to say? Nope, that's the
I
same.
guess just went down.
Anything in the bathroom? Shower room? Can I go in there? Shower room is over
Window.
there. Looks like there aren't any clues here. Can I examine the window? Oh, I can. The basic layout's just like my cottage. There's nothing that catches my eye. Okay.
Okay, you can leave.
Well, she says something about the bookshelf. Okay.
You see, a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
Definitely don't know much about Maggie just by looking at this.
So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though. I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
Better if a boy goes through another boy's things, you know, there might be private stuff there.
Well, that might be true, but
So, I'll leave this shelf to you.
I think I just got persuaded without thinking it. I sighed and walked towards the shelf. One by one, I started removing various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there are still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there's any clues here. Huh? Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. Seal. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy.
Does that have information about our stolen memories?
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file and I held it in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? I guess there's just a lot of information about Hajime. I don't know. As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information on the others, Kaz, Fihiko, Kane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. This file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. Can't believe you'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information, such as my date of birth, my height, my weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words Reserve Corps student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the Reserve Department? Why am I here with all the other Ultimates? Ultimate Reserve Corps student.
Hajime, did something happen?
Well, I just found a strange file.
Ah. That's a special prize Nagito received when he removed the final dead room. As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Wait, everyone? Do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Honey leaned against me and peered into the file. Aw, yay.
Yeah, why are you so happy?
Me and Honey next to each other.
So?
Love it.
I love it.
I love that Honey's here.
So I'm really happy that Honey's here.
You're cute, baby.
Well, I'm not happy. I wish I would be asleep.
Well, we can sleep after, Bun Bun.
But Veggie's me. Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm messing with
Okay.
Me too, thank you, hon.
But I'm serious about going to sleep after.
Me too. You're right, my profile is really in here. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
It's about missing memories, information about the time we spent at Hope Speech Academy. Yeah, if it's not written in there. This part might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Ah, hold on.
Huh? What happened?
I just noticed it right now, but... The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name's the only one missing, right?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Ooh! So, what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name, about the killing school life, is totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through these profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter? Sus?
That's that Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent prodigy, Byakuya Tagami.
See, Veggie?
A fake?
And you discovered in chapter 5 that he wasn't the real Byakuya.
Sure takes a while for them to reveal that.
Yeah.
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his name and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent! Though I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Tagami?
Is that why he was so much faster compared to when he was involved in the skill in school life?
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others. Real imposters are skilled like that.
Then he was lying to us the whole time?
But he couldn't help it.
What? Why couldn't he help it?
Because that was his talent.
Huh?
Well, Having a talent means you're also bound to that talent.
Yeah, so he's just naturally really good at fooling people.
Yeah. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. Can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not.
In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with. So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation of Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life's been a living hell.
Based on that context, if I had to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have put in the trade in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Host Week Academy, you should have known about the Ultimate Imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
It's just that I thought you're the one who did it.
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor's a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student by Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
It wouldn't be fun if you guys figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Yeah, we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably.
That's a very important piece of evidence.
It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue. Was that a wise decision, or a dreadfully wrong one? Time's up, you know?
Time's up? Wait.
Excuse me for a moment. Ding dong, bing bong!
That chimed just now.
Yeah, I had to teleport back to the chair. What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There's nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up! We'll begin the last class trial, so please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial.
What do you think? Should we believe him?
That guy seems anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. He said something about a killing school trip ending, right?
Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
I can't imagine that is the real end.
Huh?
I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once? Well, he doesn't kill people, that's the thing.
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first.
You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
Well, you don't have to worry so much.
Huh?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know?
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Alright, well, time to go to Monokuma Rock. Which is, it's over there. So I'm gonna have to walk my ass over there. Ooh, my pet is done? Oh. Hooray! I got a new
Honey,
pet.
clean.
I don't worry, I'll clean. He wants to give you something. I got 100 mono coins, ramen, and coconut juice. How perfect for you, honey.
Good
Coconut
boy.
juice. Oh, bye-bye, snake.
I love coconut.
Yeah, wifey deserves coconut. I mean, I have no idea if I'm even gonna get another pet before the end of the game.
I don't know.
'Cause there's only one more chapter after this, so I'm not sure if that'll be enough time. Why does it take so long to get to Monokuma Rock?
Because you're going the wrong way.
Oh no. Where is it again, honey?
You're going backwards.
Oh, it's at... Oh, my pet already ready to hatch. Wow, that was fast.
Honey, look, a rabbit.
Yay, Bunny. Let's give it some coconut juice. Yay, so happy.
Yeah, look at her.
So cute. Alright, I'm gonna give,
Tell me why you're so happy and like, oh, so cute. Look at that.
Yeah, so cute, honey, look.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, honey, I'm gonna max out the hope meter. I want to get, a very healthy pet.
Tommy tries to prove he's a good father.
Oh, I am though, right?
Yes.
Yay. So this is the point of buying stuff from the store, is to get your pet all, you know, cheered up.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah, because the wiki says, I think, like, the snake is the basic one, but if you get a max hope meter, you can get, like, better pets. So I want to, you know, max out and...
He says better pets as he doesn't like the current one. That is so mean.
Well, honey, I've had 2 snakes. I want something a little bit more, you know, I want something new.
You have something new.
Well, the Boonie is the base form, but it's gonna evolve into something cooler than a snake. Alright, max hope meter. I don't know if I have anything else.
No.
Well, those are key items.
No.
I thought I had something else in my inventory.
No.
No?
But you just stopped. I said no, so no.
Okay. Well, hopefully that'll be enough to keep my pet going. Anyways, let's get into the class trial, like, what do you call it? The setting up menu? And then we'll call it a night. Looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is this it? Should there be more people?
Stop it. You're making me depressed.
You're making me depressed.
Oh, so it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends.
But once we're through with this, we can go back, right? The Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial. But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily. Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know? That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here?
You haven't realized this yet? I feel I wanted to leave this island. Thing like that is Monokuma's trap, you know? Huh? What are you saying? There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
Ugh, stop trying to jinx us.
right. Stupid rabbits should just shut up. Everyone, you must run away from despair.
Huh?
I finally realized after losing my powers, really that cursing your powerlessness and your fate to accomplish is nothing. The possibility may be small. As long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
What's her deal?
I do not really know, but she seems different from before.
Maybe she read a self-help book.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Mini Maru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial.
Fine. Somehow, I understand what Mom is saying, I think.
Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
You're right, we need to fight as much as we can. But what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
Ah!
Dumbo.
What?
Goofy nose.
This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. I like how it just fucking shakes and then goes in the ground. This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Let's worry about things after we've finished. More importantly, we must focus on the class right before us.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survive need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair?
So emo.
Yes, this trial looks pretty cool, though.
Well then, now that the chatterbox Nagito's gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Enough, just fucking start this already. Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep, it sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then, let's get this trial started. This is the last class trial, totally, definitely. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other.
Real.
This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain's about to rise.
Thank you.
Nagito Kameda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. And then it turns out he's a weirdo. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope would never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up, but there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We'll be consumed by despair. Wow. This entire page is empty now.
Yep. No, except me.
It's just Bun Bun.
I'm still standing.
That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito.
Reggie's not gonna run.
Oh, I don't know what Bun Bun's singing.
I'm still standing.
Still standing.
Yeah.
Yeah. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. Okay. And if Monokuma says this is really the last trial, uh-oh. That's all the more reason we need to do this.
Ball behavior.
And so, this life-threatening trial billing with hope and despair, the last one has begun.
Ball behavior.
Ball behavior.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Honey, the trickster Nagito. The trickster Nagito.
The trickster? He's not Joker, is he?
It said that the trickster.
Oh, I missed it. Hold on, can I go back?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, hold on. Let me actually read this. I don't think I've ever read these. I didn't even know these exist. The trickster, Nagito, was brutally murdered. His unpredictable death has left a looming shadow of mystery in the hearts of Hajime and the others. Who is the traitor?
Stop with this stupid popcorn music.
What was the clue Nagito left? Will they be able to see the light within the darkness between hope and despair? There we go. Was that better?
No.
Damn it. Well, anyways, everybody, thank you for watching DR.
Talks as reading.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Please learn how to read.
Okay. Anyways, thank you for watching.
To Reggie.
Make sure to like and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch.
No. Mid.
To Veggie.
Yeah.
Make sure to check out Cinnabon at Kafo on Instagram. And in the next episode, we'll begin part 1 of the trial. So, see everybody then. Bye.
Bye.